I believe when God comes to send an angel, and you know the angel comes in the way you least expect. I'm sure it wasn't a day that they thought they were going to receive an angel from the Lord, or if they ever thought they were going to receive a word from the Lord. But in our day, what does an angel look like to you? Last week we had a young girl to come over, sat down, took Kuwait money, which is called KDs, dinars, KDs, Kuwaiti dinars for short is KD, K, letter K and D. And she sat and pulled her money out and put it on the table and showed us step by step the fraction system and how you count the money. And shared with us the things to do and places to go. And she was an angel. She was an angel. Are you connected enough to be aware when an angel is in your presence? And when God has sent that angel to reveal guidance to you, excuse me, I was so impressed. I read this from a different direction, or I've read it. It's a story you read to the children every year. You read it just to recount. I was overwhelmed in my own thoughts and my own flesh. The babe wrapped in swaddling cloth. That happened to be one of my favorites. The Kuwaiti nurses, well, they're not Kuwaitis, they're from India. Mainly the nurses and medical people from India. They can wrap a baby. Let me tell you, they can swaddle a baby. So I saw their first-hand techniques of swaddling a baby. And Tiffany is doing it very well, and so am I. And it's just amazing of what swaddling does. Oh God, I think I'm getting something right now on swaddling. I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Temple Granger. You can Google that too. Temple Granger. She was autistic, and the swaddling part. Let me just say, she needed to be held, but not by people. She had a different way of soothing her soul and soothing her body. But when a baby is swaddled, they feel like they're back in the womb of protection. How many of us feel like we need to be swaddled? Protected from ourselves, protected from the environment, protected from just sometimes life itself. We need someone to hold us, and don't let go till we feel so safe that we can take a breath and fall asleep. That's the way DW does. Oh my, when we swaddle him, put them little arms down, wrap him tightly in that warm blanket, his little eyes just go back, and he is in la la land. He is in trusting land. We need to get to a place in God. We need to be swaddled by the Holy Spirit. Engulf us, Lord, with a swaddling spirit, with a swaddling soul. Engulf us with the blanket of love. I believe that's what the blanket of love is. And God just, the Holy Spirit that's within us just wraps us tightly. And we are protected from the fears of ourselves and the fears of life and the fears around us, until we can just relax and trust what God is saying. Perhaps God is sending an angel to send some guidance, to reveal some instructions on where you need to go who you need to see. And perhaps they might be swaddled, or perhaps you may have to go and swaddle. Well, that's just the first line of Luke 2:1, and just want to get your attention about how the angel came, interrupted the shepherds while they were in their appointed place in the field, watching over the sheep, doing what they were supposed to be doing. You know, something happened the other day, and I was telling my husband that this person of fame didn't just make it overnight. They had been working for a very, very long time, but they had just been discovered. Don't remember who it is, but you know what? That analogy fits people who have stepped out and done greatness, stepped out against every odd, stepped out against every disbelief, stepped out, in the midst of fear, and it was working. It was in the field, and it was watching over the things that it was assigned to their hands, and they were faithful. And then the Holy Spirit, and God allows everything that is. May the powers that be, He allows it. And when people come to the forefront, you was thinking, where did it come from? We were talking about President Barack Obama at one time. He was like, all of a sudden, John Kerry was running for president, and the Democratic National Convention guest speaker was Senator Barack Obama, and everybody afterwards, his speech was over with, was like, who is that? Where did he come from? Well, he was in the field. Literally, he was in the field, walking the roads, knocking on doors, talking to people, serving people. Let the angel find us in the field, doing what we're supposed to be doing, so that we can hear the guidance and the revelation that He wants to speak to us. So I'm going to tune off now because it's about time for us to get ready to go. And I'm tuning into you from Mabula, Kuwait, via Mangoth. It is December, December the 13th? 14th, no, it's Saturday. December 14th, 2013, Kuwait. And I'm looking forward to hearing them little girls worshiping tonight. I sure hope they come, because they just do elevate my soul. They swaddle my soul. I really want to see Brooklyn and hear them sing. It'd be nice if they would let them come and sing a song. So, to you, whoever you may be, allow the angel that the Lord is sending to you to speak peace wherever you're working, wherever you're laboring, wherever you're serving, to give you guidance on a divine connection of what's coming up next. And we'll come back and talk about what the response was of the shepherds after they heard the message from the angel.